Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this episode, I'll go over the difference between orthographic perspective views in TinkerCad. Real quick before I actually start the video, I do have a little bit of a stuffy nose, so I might sound a little different. So I did show you guys earlier that there's this little button that says switch to flat view, switch to perspective view. So now, what this has to do is with vanishing points. Like, as you can see, these two train tracks, this is like the common analogy for it. These are the same distance apart, no matter where you go. As you can see, they're always the exact same distance. Yet, if you just compare the distance at the very front to the distance at the very back, you'll see that the stuff at the back looks a lot smaller. And this is what is known as a vanishing point. Kind of the parallel lines look to converge into that one point, and that's how our eyes tend to see things, and that's how a lot of softwares will do things to make it look like you'd actually interpret it. Then there's also the switch to flat view, which, as you can see, just goes right on the side view because that's the current angle I'm on. But then when you switch to it, the distance doesn't change. Now, this can be helpful when you're trying to get straight lines. Because if you're trying to make sure that stuff are say equally distanced apart. When you're in the flat view, it's a lot easier to see. However, I'll just duplicate this again to make it more obvious. However, if I switch to perspective view, you can kind of start to see some of the sides, including the other objects. It's a little harder to see if they're actually equally spaced. So orthographic view does have some strong suits. However, I tend to use perspective for the one reason of this is how your object's going to look like when you actually print it. Your object is going to look like this. It's not going to look like this whenever you print it. It's not going to look like a flat object where all the sides have been equally projected without any vanishing point. So I just prefer doing it in perspective. However, there are some needs where orthographic is the best view. Alright guys, thank you all for watching that video. I apologize that the video was a little short and is a little later than normal. I had a lot of stuff to do this weekend. So just remember, if you liked that video, please like it. If you didn't like it, I'm totally fine if you dislike it. I just want you to tell me why you didn't like it in the comments down below. If you want more videos like this, just please subscribe. And if you have any ideas for new videos, just tell me in the comments. Please support me on Patreon if you can. And as always, keep on printing.